they issued a statement saying they were going to allow artistic nudity on their platform, and the men rose up and fought so hard against it. And so this is a video game platform, it's not OnlyFans. And in 24 hours, they reversed course. The men switched on that.
So the real
and meanwhile,
men stood up. So Lure TV is about kind of like masculinity, biblical masculinity, right? Not like Andy Stanley-ish masculinity.
Yeah, we hired a marketing company when we first started this to figure out who the target audience is. And we found out that there are 43 million men in America who tithe to their local church, buy whiskey and cigars.
Wait a minute. Whoa. What the heck? What? 43 million men in America who tithe? I don't see that happening, but go ahead.
So this is the genius of direct marketing. We found a direct marketing company and we explained what we were doing. And he said, so what you're looking for are the cigar and whiskey evangelicals. And we said, that's exactly it. And so they combed through their data and were able to identify 43 million men in America that have given money to the church in the last year, as well as bought either alcohol or tobacco. And so we called them the cigar whiskey evangelicals. And that's our target demographic. And
they also listen to Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson. They're looking for masculine content that is not being served by rom-coms. And
weightlifting, meat eating, whiskey drinking, cigar chomping, black powder riflery. This is. I mean, it's
fathers who are raising their family.
Fathers who are raising increasingly bearded children. And I love this idea. So you guys, well, look, your stuff is very, very creative. It's awesome, and it's so the looniest thing you've done is called Barely Biblical, which I watched. It's insane, and to me, that's a compliment, folks. It's called Barely Biblical. But tell us about Gothix. Can we talk about Gothix? That's something that you have recently released.
Yeah, so it's a documentary about a Twitch streamer who's somebody who she was playing video games for a living on Twitch and had a big, massive audience. And she has the name comes from her goth past. She's a black video game Twitch streamer who dared to go against what she discovered was the official narrative by just saying it might not make you racist just to not think that the casting of the new Little Mermaid is bad. And she got canceled.
Okay, now wait a minute. When you say a Twitch streamer, I've never really felt too old until now because I didn't know what a Twitch streamer is. But here's the beauty. At a certain age, you have a kind of confidence where you couldn't care less whether you knew what a Twitch streamer is. And I just want to be on the record, I couldn't care less. But because I like you guys, I'm interested. Let
me explain it because it's super important because the Cultural Battleground is happening on Twitch right now. So Twitch is where video gamers stream themselves playing video games like Minecraft, Fortnite, whatever the game is, Call of Duty. But they're huge celebrities, especially among younger people. Your kids do know what Twitch is. And just 2 weeks ago, they issued a statement saying they were going to allow artistic nudity on their platform. And the men rose up and fought so hard against it. And so this is a video game platform, it's not OnlyFans. And in 24 hours, they reversed course. The men switched on that.
So the real
men
stood up, not the scummy adolescent men, but like the real men who actually care about right and wrong and doing. They actually stood up on this platform, fought back, and won.
Yeah, that's right. Their argument was, you allow 13 years old and up on this platform, you ought not to ever allow nudity if you're going to allow children on the platform. And it's the men that stood up and won the battle instantaneously. It didn't even take long for them to win the fight.
I mean, if you care about your kids, see, this is the whole thing. If you've got kids, if you care about your kids, you care about stuff like this. If you don't have kids, you don't care about anything. You're thinking about yourself. But these are fathers usually. They care about their kids. They said that would be wrong to bring nudity on this. They stood up, they fought, and they won. That is awesome. I want to hear more about this, folks. We're talking to the gentleman behind Lure TV. Folks, I hate to interrupt, but I just don't want you to miss any of the content we're putting out on here. We've just got some amazing stuff. So would you do yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button so we can make sure you don't miss anything? I promise you, great stuff coming up. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you. That leads us to Gothix, I guess.
Yeah, so Gothix is a huge celebrity Twitch streamer who accidentally found herself going against the accepted narrative because she's a black Twitch streamer just by saying, I don't think race is actually the issue when it comes to the new Little Mermaid. Everybody piled on, canceled her. She got removed from different black Twitch streamer groups and was just canceled and lost.
Now, wait,
entire...
just so I'm clear, like I'm really proud of myself that now I know what a Twitch streamer is, thanks to you. But black Twitch streamer, is she black?
Yeah, so she's black.
Okay, so she is black, and she's a Twitch streamer, and she said that she thought that the casting of Little Mermaid with a black mermaid, she thought that that was kind of dopey, which I think most people would at least think that, yeah, maybe that's dopey. But by daring to say that, she got canceled.
She got canceled, right? And so then a Christian filmmaker said, "Can I come in and tell your story?" Because her story is she got canceled, and it opened her up to an entire world of new ideas that had always been considered off limits. So she'd never heard about
Thomas Sowell.
Thomas Sowell, capitalism, different ideas, and in the process begins meeting Christians, begins meeting people that she wouldn't have ever run into in her circles, and it changes her life. And so the story is the story of this life-changing experience that was awful at the moment, but you see how God used it for good in her life. And it's a beautiful documentary. And so we just launched that on the site and people have loved it.
Can I brag that Shadow Jackson, the producer for Uncle Tom, gave it a 10 out of 10? Can I say that?
And how do people see this documentary?
Yeah, if you subscribe to lore.tv, LOOR.tv, you can get a free 7-day trial. If you use the code Gothix, you can get a 10% discount off your first month and a 7-day free trial. And you also will help financially support the filmmakers in using that code.
And I want to be clear that Gothix is spelled Goth, Goth-I-X, right?
I-X.
Correct,
yes.
yeah.
Gothix, Gothix, and Lure TV is LOOR.tv. But what you guys are doing is revolutionary and it's pioneering. And anything that's revolutionary and pioneering is tough. So I just want to take my hat off to you and say thank you for doing this, because obviously Hollywood isn't doing this. Hollywood is the problem. Hollywood is what got this young woman canceled. And you guys are telling the story of this young woman who got canceled. But it's a beautiful thing that this is happening a lot, where people get attacked, as this woman got attacked. Here's a black woman being attacked for essentially being racist or not being woke enough. She gets attacked, but that wakes her up, and she starts looking around and talking to different people. And next thing you know, she realizes that, she has been taken. She's been duped for years, and now she's awake to the reality that we actually live in. So these are wonderful things that are happening around the country. I got to think of a lot of people that I've had on this program that they weren't where we are a few years ago, but by getting attacked, they thought, wait a minute, and it woke them up, and so now they're fighting, and they're in the fight. So, and what kind of a film is it? You say it's a documentary. You said animated. What is it?
It's a documentary series, a TV show, movie.
Yeah, documentary movie. So my 18-year-old daughter said every teenager in the country needs to see this because we don't realize what's really going on. And it's the kind of thing that takes the blinders off and really helps people see the way that coercion is being used against them.
I tell you something. I mean, what your 18-year-old daughter said, wow, that is so true. That if every 18-year-old were exposed to this story, just this, how many of them would go, yep, I hadn't thought of that, but that makes sense. That makes sense. So I hope people listening will go to LOOR, lure.tv. and check it out. I mean, really, you're doing heroic work, not just in doing creative stuff, but in telling these stories. What else is happening with Lure TV?
Well, I'll tell you this. You were talking about us being disruptive. I want to explain how disruptive what we're building is. If you've noticed, all your streaming services are increasing their prices on everybody. They're getting rid of password cancellation, password sharing, they're canceling it. And Amazon Prime just added $3 a month if you don't want commercials.
I noticed that. Yes, I saw that.
So our platform allows monthly subscribers to spend money funding movies and TV shows they want to see. And in October of 23, the average person who spent money on our platform spent $160 in addition to their monthly subscription. So that is insanely disruptive. We've built something that is damaging to the foundation of the Hollywood ecosystem and revolutionizes streaming in a way that no one has done or has the guts to do. And that's how you cancel Hollywood. Is you build something better and more profitable. And it's insane. We're really excited about what we're doing and where we're going. And now we just need brave capital to really throw some gasoline on what we've built.